After a while, your palms heal up, but then you go crazy and you get really into amateur police videos and women fighting cars.
Yep, that happens.
I got to see.
You know it.
Woody, you said women fighting cars. I got to clarify. Women, are we boxing, martial arts, or are they just getting run
parking lot battle, typically. It starts with maybe two humans and then escalates to man v car.
Yes. It's my favorite genre of YouTube video.
Yeah, I was describing Kyle with that.
Yeah, cars are undefeated.
No, I really enjoy. So what happens is you'll have some sassy black ladies in a parking lot and they'll be getting rowdy. And sometimes you're just outmatched by your opponent. You know, it's that guy at the DNC earlier, that woman with that big ass chin. I mean, look, if you're like a Rihanna sized woman, can you imagine having a beef with that big bitch? It's like, what are you going to do? Like, even as a man, like some men, I was in the gas station the other day and this fellow in front of me who had to be like 5'2" or something. I was like, I could murder you right here with my bare hands. Like, he's barely another person.
That's what you went to, right? You didn't murder.
I feel like you're describing the public freakout subreddit.
I could beat you up and steal this nice Four Loko you're purchasing for yourself after your work days.
Those are illegal now. So those gals will go back to their vehicle and they'll start running motherfuckers over. And I
love these videos.
Because the thing about those people, when they get mad, they think they can take a car sometimes. Or at least they think it'll be a tussle at first. So they'll be like, what are you going to do? You going to hit me? Hit me with the car. And it's like, they're like all of a sudden they're pinned between two cars and they're screaming, my hip, my hip. Yep. It's like, you asked for this.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sure you've seen Buick. They pull a gun and be like, what? You ain't going to do shit. You ain't going to shoot me. I dare you to shoot me. And you pow. You shot me. Why?
His final words were, what are you going to do? Shoot me?
I genuinely saw that the other day. The person's got a gun and he's like, I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you. What are you gonna do? Shoot me with your gun. Shoot me. Shoot me. Bang! Oh, this bitch shot me. She shot me.
I think I saw that same video. It was so good. I watched it like 4 times.
Yeah, I can't imagine not trying to de-escalate a person with a gun or slink out in a cowardly manner. That's what I would do.
But
I'd be hiding. They'd be like, give me your wallet too. And I'd be like, I'm not here for candy. And they'd be like, oh, he probably doesn't have money.
In my dreams, I get to leave with my integrity intact. Like, you know what? I don't have time for this. It's not your gun that scares me. I'm just a very busy person, so I'm leaving.
You guys do you know. But me, I'm getting out of here.
I fucking run. I saw a dude pull a goddamn Draco out of his backpack at a 7-Eleven the other day. It's a mini AK.
Like a Mac.
It's a mini AK-47 and just start blasting at people. At like
you saw this online, like not in person.
No, I wish it's becoming more and more like RoboCop, the United States, and I'm here for it. All right, that's a good fucking movie.
It's the dystopia we were promised as a childhood. In our childhood, we could
promise a bunch of
ride around and just have casual gunfights and blow things up like RoboCop and The Crow.
I didn't like The Crow. I don't like rape in movies. It's a little upsetting. There you go. Yeah, you pull that bad boy out of your backpack.
That's a pistol, I guess.
It is there.
Yeah. Pistols are a spectrum.
It doesn't seem like a good gas station robbing gun.
I don't understand. I watched so many of those videos and it's people. It's 30 and people making like stupid decisions. I saw one the other day. There's 2 guys in a car. The police have pulled them over. They're stopped. The passenger will not roll his window down, and they are talking to him. And they can see between his legs also a Draco. Like and they're like, do not reach for that gun. Do not. And they're like, 2 guys are aiming pistols at his skull right outside the window. I mean, like outside the window, like right there. You do not reach for that pistol or I will kill you. He reached for it. He reached.
They killed him.
They killed the shit out of him.
Pretty much suicide.
That's the normal
thing. The driver gets out and is like, fuck, like walking away, and like they shot the shit out of him because we're right here, bro. Like, what I always wonder, like, I guess I get if they're like just trying to suicide by cop, or they're like, you won't take me alive, like that attitude. I could understand. I could get myself in that headspace even. But what I don't understand is like, did you think you're gonna like shoot your way out of this like Jason Bourne and then disappear into the countryside with your European
a 1% chance?
If they already have you at gun, it's like do you remember as a kid the first time you played paintball? You have in your head this imagining of like, and I'm going to pop out and I'm going to pop, shoot them before they can shoot me, because you've just seen movies and you're self-inserting as the main character who's going to do all this. Like, it seems like an extension of that. This guy's like, I'm pretty quick to grab my gun. It's right here. These stupid pigs probably won't even.
I've seen John Wick 3 times.
I was gonna say, nowadays the stars usually know some sort of gun fu, right? Like John Wick, and he just hits everything and reloads amazingly. Back in the day, it wasn't even that. They held a machine gun with endless bullets and just slowly went through the crowd and would get hundreds of kills while everybody else missed.
Commando.
And I thought, war, it's actually pretty easy.
Pretty sick too.
If you're like one of the main guys, war's a cinch.
I thought that's how it would go if I was in war. I'm 10 at this point, and I was like, if they got me that gun, I could win.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
Yeah. Do you remember like not having a conception of death at like a very, very young age, where like the thought of you dying was so weird? It's like, wait, but everything else is going to keep. Like, I remember thinking, I was probably like 5. Like, if I got my head run over by a truck, it's like everything just
truck would be destroyed.
The truck would be destroyed. Yeah. But I was like, oh, that's so crazy. I'm going to die someday.
I think you're describing the invention of religion. It's people that cannot comprehend not existing.
Some of us will get taken up.
Some of you, no.
You could get raptured.
The aliens are going to get you.
No, not aliens. I'm talking about the rapture.
Oh.
Yeah, but to be fair, though, if the rapture happens, I'm pretty sure all of us will still be here to just do another PKA episode. I don't think that's going to affect
absolutely
anything.
not. I've asked God to forgive me for my sins after every one of these. I'm solid.
Yeah, it's like a little re-up. It's like, yes, please.
Dude, but before I pray,
impressions.
Always before I pray, I'd be like, hey, forgive me for all my sins. All right, now I need a few things.
It's gotta be God's whole inbox. It's like, sorry, I was bad, and then like a wish list for Santa, all these impossible things.
That's sorry. I've been really screwing the pooch on a lot of these rules, but I really need my friend to be able to make it to this Florida trip. And if you could clear up his schedule, I'd remember that next time I'm really in sin mode.
Pray for little things like that. I'd pray to win the lottery and shit like that as a kid.
I don't remember ever praying to win the lottery.
I was like, let me win the lottery. So I don't have to do anything.
You can't play the lottery as a child.
Yeah, but
your parents can.
No, my parents didn't play the lottery.
Yeah, I remember watching that Macaulay Culkin movie, Richie Rich or something, and then Blank Check, that other movie.
Yes, and I've seen Blank Check.
And so I had this fantasy about like being a child with millions of dollars to just blow on orangutans and limousines and hot fudge sundaes.
And you'll get a 27-year-old girlfriend and
you have a butler. And you do all of this for $1 million. I
think
that was the thing. He got $1 million
from the least secure bank in America.
Yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense, the premise of that movie. It was a child's movie where he bought an orangutan with $1 million of gangster cash, though. So I let it slide.
Honestly, that movie did give me a lot of like daydreaming fantasies too as a young kid, because I'm like, man, I would do the slide thing, but I wouldn't have wasted money on the car because I'm only like 9 anyway. I can't drive it. And I would have had a big party for all my friends. I would have bought I think like a skating rink is probably something I was into at the time.
Ooh.
Buying activities, buying paintball guns. Man, that would be great.
I used to go on paintball websites and just look. I just
same. I used to go to like, what was it called? There was 88 Paintball. Was one of the sites
88 Paintball.
A ton of guns and stuff.
They had a minigun on there. I remember being in high school, supposed to be doing work, and I'm on like paintball.com looking at this paintball minigun. And I'm like, that paintball minigun. What do you mean it's $1,200? Yeah. That's more money than I can imagine.
I remember being like 10 years old on those websites and being like, oh man, an Angel X344 is $1,100. That's awesome.
Yes,
but I have $0.
I have 11.
Save my
I just get the 100.
I had $10 a week allowance. If I can wait until I'm 17, maybe I can afford it if it's on sale.
If it's still at the top of the line and I still want it, I can get this.
There were 2 guns that I dreamt about that I wanted so bad. One was at Walmart, actually. When you go to Walmart, they had the gun section, and just to the left of all the real guns, they had the paintball guns, and they had a gun called a Rainmaker. Zach, can you find, probably made by Daisy or somebody, the Rainmaker paintball gun? Because as a little kid, that's what I wanted so bad. It's probably a piece of shit now. But then later, when I got the internet,
this thing looks cool as hell.
I wanted the Angel so bad. The Angel was, like you said, well over $1,000 when you kitted it out. And this was in the 90s or the early 2000s. This $1,000 paintball gun. So it was a lot of money.
The Brass Eagle Rainmaker. I remember having like a couple of Brass Eagle pump guns.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I wanted this. See, the thing about this, fully automatic. Okay, this was an
you could just hold down the trigger and hose.
This was an electronic, fully automatic paintball gun, and everything we had was pneumatic or whatever, where like you were actuating a solenoid or something with a trigger pull, and everything was air powered, and you had to actually manually pull the trigger. That thing was one of the first electronic guns, I would guess.
That thing looks stupid.
Yeah, now it does. But you got to imagine it was 2001 or no, it was like 1998 or something for this.
I mean, Independence Day had like just hit VHS when this thing was coming out. So like
that movie's still good.
No, it's not.
It aged well.
I haven't seen it in so long.
But you're right that if this was fully automatic, that was a huge game changer. You would have been the only guy on the field that could just like do tricks and spray. You weren't fooling with your gas canisters.
It makes such a big difference.
Tap a lot.
You were, but also you didn't have automatic hoppers back then, and so you'd get like 5. Even if you had a fast shooting gun, you had to shuka constantly.
We played paintball once, and there were 5 people with good guns against like 75 people with bad guns on like a football field sort of thing with obstacles, and the 5 people beat the 75.
We fucked them up.
My dumbass thought we were pretty good at paintball. Yeah, there were some kids. Yeah, but they weren't like kids. Most of them were like older teens, maybe.
Were the opponents.
But the one that Eric yelled at was, look him, he cried.
He'll never live that down.
I won't let him.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, there was some bad.
No, it was a good time. It was more narrow even than a football field the way I remembered. It was all netted in, and there were obstacle courses, and they couldn't flank us. And we had all the free paintballs that money didn't need to buy, and we had good guns, and they couldn't advance on us because we just had a never-ending like hail of gunfire into them. It was fun. We fucked them up.
That was fun.
It was fun on our side. What killed me now looking back is I actually thought it was because like, you know, me and my friends are pretty good. And then I used a Tipman, like a manual one they're talking about. I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a disadvantage.
Oh, it's impossible. You can have someone dead to rights and it'll just go like just right over their head. Right to the left.
Yeah.
Equipment matters. Yeah. To bring it back around, we were talking about World War II at the beginning. Like, you know, Japan invaded China. They industrialized a little faster, a little better. They had automatics, better weapons. China had like bolt action rifles and like wooden bullets, and they would send out 2 soldiers with 1 rifle, so if one dies the other one can pick it up and stuff like that. That kind of equipment difference is massive.